In the early 1800s, North America was home to a bird so numerous, people believed it could never disappear: the passenger pigeon. There weren't just millions of them, there were billions. Modern estimates put their population at 3 to 5 billion birds, making them possibly the most abundant bird species on Earth. When a flock passed overhead, the sky could darken for hours. The sound of beating wings was compared to thunder. One naturalist, John James Audubon, wrote that he saw a single flock pass continuously for 3 entire days. The numbers were almost beyond imagination. In Wisconsin, one nesting colony was estimated to cover 850 square miles, with over 100 million birds in a single place. Forests bent and even broke under the sheer weight of their nests. To people living at the time, the passenger pigeon seemed endless. A bird so common, extinction felt impossible. But abundance can be dangerous. Because the pigeons seemed infinite, people treated them that way. They were shot for sport, trapped for food, and sold by the trainload in American cities. Railroads and telegraphs made it easy for hunters to track down flocks and ship pigeons by the barrel. For poor families, pigeon meat was the cheapest meat they could buy. For businesses, it was profit. And for hunters, it became entertainment. By the 1870s, the skies that once shook with thunderous flocks were falling silent. The birds depended on huge colonies for survival. Smaller groups couldn't breed effectively or defend themselves. Once their numbers fell too low, their collapse accelerated. By the 1890s, the species that once filled the continent had been reduced to scattered individuals. The bird that once ruled the skies had become a rarity. In captivity, a few pigeons remained. The very last was a female named Martha, who lived at the Cincinnati Zoo. On September 1st, 1914, Martha died in her cage. With her death, the passenger pigeon, a bird that once numbered in the billions, was gone forever. From billions to none, in less than a single century. The passenger pigeon's story is not just about birds, it's about us. It shows how even the most abundant species can vanish if exploited without limits. What people thought was infinite disappeared in less than a lifetime. Today, scientists warn that other animals, from elephants to whales to rainforests themselves, face the same danger. The question is, will we learn from the fate of the passenger pigeon?